Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.
Now let's implement driver registration screen. So for that, at first we'll go to model, and here we'll add a new model, and it's going to be driver model, and here we'll create a new file naming it driver model dot. Create a class, name it driver model, and inside of it we will go with some parameters. Here we have string, profile pic URL, mobile number, driver ID, vehicle registration number, driving license number, registration, registered date time, active. It's going to be active, delivery request ID, driver status, and cloud messaging token. Let's save them. Make sure you are going with nullable all of them. So you can see that I have added question mark for all of these parameters. We will go with constructor, and then we will go with JSON serialization. So here is our entire code. Now it's time that we create a new file here, naming it driver registration screen. And inside of it, we'll create a new file, driver registration screen dot. Create a stateful widget and name it driver registration screen. We'll go with scaffold. Body, let's go with list view. Padding edge insets dot symmetric. Horizontal, we will go with 3.w. Vertical, we will go with 2.h. And here we'll wrap our scaffold with safe area. Now let's save it. Remove this too, and we will introduce children here. At first, we'll go with a little bit of spacing, size box, height equals to 2.h. And now we will go with circle avatar for the image. We have to copy some of more codes from our Uber Eats application. So we will head over to services, controller services, and here we have image services. Let's go to image services. It says pick single image, upload image, and get URL. So let's copy this entire folder. Image services, we will head back, and here inside controller services, we will paste this image services file. Now let's import. We will import picker, and here we have to also add toast services. So we'll again head back to Uber Eats. Let's look for this toast services file, and we have this widgets. So copy this widgets folder and come back to Uber Eats driver, and inside of lib paste this folder. Now it's time that we fix these errors. We will import the app text style, and we will import the color. Same goes for toast services. We will import the color and remove these two previous imports. Now come down here, we have to import the app text style, and we are good. Now move back to controller image services, and here we will import the toast services package, and we are good. Now we have to add profile provider here. So we have auth provider. Now we will go with a new folder naming it profile provider. And here we will go with a new file, naming it profile provider.dart. Let's create a class profile provider extends change notifier. And here we'll go with driver profile. Okay, what was the name of the model? It was driver model. Copy this, paste here, and import. We have imported the driver model here, and now here we'll go with driver profile, and by default it's going to be null. Here we'll go with a function update driver profile. It's going to be an asynchronous, and this much is good. Now let's work on the driver registration screen. So here we do have driver registration screen. Now let's go back to main.dart. Here we will comment out sign in logic screen, and we will go with home, and it's going to be driver registration screen. Save it, and now let's run the application. Here our app is ready, and right now we have an empty screen. So we'll head over to driver registration screen, and we will go with some widgets here. Let's go back to Uber Eats application, and here inside view we do have the user registration screen. So from here we will copy some of the codes. Here we do have a consumer profile provider. So we will copy this consumer, head back here and paste this consumer. Now let's import the colors, and we have to import the profile provider. Let's go to profile provider, and here we'll go with some variables. Now let's go back to Uber Eats application. We will head over to profile provider, copy this to path, and head back. Here we will add this to. We will import Dart.io, and from here we will go with these functions, that is pick food image from gallery and upload image and get image URL. We'll copy this to, head back, and here we will paste this to function. Now let's import this packages and import Dart developer. We will head back to driver registration screen, and here we have to import font awesome icon, and another import is going to be provider. Now let's save it and let's have a look. Okay, it says we don't have profile provider added in our main.dart file. So we'll head over to main.dart, and inside of it we will copy this code, paste here, and it's going to be profile provider. And here also we will go with profile provider. Let's save it and let's have a look. Okay, here we do have this circle avatar. Now if we click it, it opens our gallery, and if we just go with one of the picture, it will add up that picture, and if we just want to replace, we can replace. Now it's time that we go with some of the other fields. You can say text fields. So we will go to driver registration screen. We will minimize this consumer, and after the consumer we want a little bit of free space. So we'll go with height of 4.h, and here we will go with common text field. Now let's go to model. Here we have driver model. Here we will go with mobile number, then comes up registration number, driving license number. Go to the top. Here we will go with text editing controller, mobile number equals text editing controller. Here we'll go with mobile number controller. Next, we will just simply copy this code, paste here. Again, we will copy and paste here. It's going to be, let's have a look again. So it's vehicle registration number and driving license number. Here we'll go with vehicle registration controller. So here are the 4 text fields which we want. We will head back here, and first we'll go with name controller, and it's going to be name. In text, it's going to be name, and keyboard type, it's going to be text input type dot name, comma, comma. Save this one. Now we want to go with a little bit of free space. So we'll go with height of 2.h. And here are the 3 text fields which we are looking forward. First is the name, then comes a vehicle registration number, and at last comes up the driving license number. So after that, we will add a little bit of free space, and we'll go with size box. Let's go for a height of 20.h. And at last, we will go with register button. So we will go with common elevated button. On pressed, for now, let it be empty. Color, it's going to be black. And child, it's going to be text. Register. Style, it's going to be app text style dot 16 bold dot copy with color white. Now we have to move this child, and let's save it, and let's have a look how it looks like. Okay, we do need to add a little bit of more spacing. Let's save it. It's too much. Let's go for 35. And it's good. Now at the top, we will go with a bool. Let's remove this mobile number controller. We don't need it. We will go with a bool, and it's going to be register button pressed equals false. We will come back down, and inside on pressed, we will go with set state register button pressed equals true. And here we will go with register button pressed, then show a widget, else show another widget. So if the button is pressed, we want to go with circular progress indicator, and the color is going to be white. Let's save it. And if I press it, it will go with circular progress indicator.
Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.